The tyranny of logic. Why emotions and intuition matter in personal decisions. There's no denying logic's power. It's the backbone of science, the cornerstone of technology, and the bedrock of problem-solving. But when it comes to personal decisions, the intricate choices that shape our lives, logic often falls short. This isn't a flaw in logic itself, but rather a reflection of the messy, multifaceted nature of human experience. Emotions and intuition defy neat quantification and resist resolution through pure reason alone. Love and logic don't always rhyme. Think about choosing a life partner. Logic might suggest a compatibility algorithm, shared interests, life goals, the perfect match on paper. But anyone who's been in love knows the heart has its own reasons. The warmth of a smile, the comfort of their presence, an inexplicable sense of belonging, these defy logic, yet define our deepest connections. Similarly, career choices based solely on logic, job market trends, high salaries, can lead to unfulfilled lives. People who chase passion and personal fulfillment, even against logical advice, often find deeper satisfaction. This highlights the limitations of logic in areas where subjective well-being and personal meaning play a central role. Overthinking. Logic's crippling cousin. An over-reliance on logic can also lead to analysis paralysis. We get stuck overthinking, overanalyzing, never making a decision. This stems from the illusion of control, the idea that we can account for every variable and predict every outcome. In the ever-changing dance of life, that's an impossibility. Logic becomes a cage of endless evaluation, where the perfect solution prevents any solution at all. In these situations, intuition and emotional intelligence can offer valuable insights that logic cannot provide. Logic versus empathy. The disconnect factor. Strict logic can also disconnect us from others. We dismiss emotional responses as illogical, forgetting that emotions are data too. They convey information about values, needs, and desires that logic might miss. Meaningful relationships require understanding and empathizing with emotional perspectives. Emotions are not irrational. They're a form of communication. Logic alone can create a cold, clinical approach to human connection. Beyond logic. A symphony of human faculties. Logic is a powerful tool, but it shouldn't dominate personal decisions. Embracing other dimensions, emotions, intuition, and subjective values enriches and enlivens our choices. It doesn't diminish logic. It strengthens our overall decision-making capacity by acknowledging the full spectrum of human faculties. History and philosophy. Skeptics of pure reason. This struggle with logic's limitations isn't new. Philosophers and thinkers have long grappled with its boundaries. Soren Kierkegaard, the father of existentialism. He argued life's most crucial questions, purpose, values, existence, transcend logic. These require a leap of faith, a personal conviction that goes beyond rational analysis. Aristotle, a champion of logic, he also recognized its limitations in ethics. He proposed phronesis, practical wisdom, a moral intuition that considers emotions and social contexts alongside logic for ethical decision-making. Eastern philosophy. Taoism and Zen Buddhism explore the limitations of logic. The Tao Te Ching suggests language and logic can't fully capture reality. Zen uses paradoxes to bypass traditional logic and provoke deeper understanding. These diverse perspectives highlight the importance of going beyond pure logic. Understanding is not just about deduction, but also about reflection, intuition, and embracing the mystery that is human experience. Chapter 2. The intuitive mind, a powerful partner to logic. Logic reigns supreme in many aspects of our lives, but it's not the only player on the field of cognition. Intuition, often seen as a mysterious gut feeling, emerges as a powerful and complementary force. It's time to move intuition out of the shadows and recognize it as a legitimate and valuable tool for decision-making. Unveiling the nature of intuition. Intuition isn't some mystical parlor trick. It's a product of our subconscious mind processing information at lightning speed. Past experiences, emotions, and subtle cues all come together to forge a quick and effective decision, often without us even realizing it. That gut feeling you get about a person or situation. It's likely your brain drawing on a wealth of stored information to make a judgment. Imagine a chess grandmaster making a seemingly instantaneous, brilliant move. It might appear magical, but it's actually the culmination of countless hours spent practicing and analyzing countless games. All that knowledge condenses into a single, intuitive decision that bypasses the need for slow, conscious reasoning. Neuroscience backs this up. Studies show distinct brain activity patterns during intuitive judgments compared to logical analysis. The right hemisphere, associated with creativity and emotions, plays a key role in intuition. This suggests that intuition isn't just about feeling the right answer. It's about a different brain function that complements the left hemisphere's linear, logical processing. The synergy of logic and intuition. The real power lies in harnessing both logic and intuition. Take a doctor, for example. They rely on medical data and test results, logic, but also on their intuitive sense of a patient's condition, picking up on subtle cues that might not be evident in textbooks. Similarly, firefighters facing a blazing inferno make split-second decisions based on intuition, drawing upon their extensive training and experience to navigate the chaos. Creative fields like art and design also thrive on this partnership. Intuition allows artists to make imaginative leaps and aesthetic choices that logic alone could never achieve. It's the spark that ignites innovation and fuels breakthroughs. Developing your intuitive muscle. To leverage intuition effectively, we need to be mindful of its whispers. Pay attention to your gut feelings and emotional responses. Don't dismiss them as mere whims. Create space for quiet reflection and activities that spark your imagination. This will cultivate a fertile ground for intuitive thinking to flourish. By understanding the strengths and limitations of both logic and intuition, we become better equipped to tackle complex decisions and enhance our cognitive abilities in all areas of life. This balanced approach fosters not only success in our personal and professional endeavors, but also a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Intuition in action. Real-world examples. Intuition isn't some relic of the past. It's a driving force behind groundbreaking discoveries and innovations. Here are a few examples that challenge the notion that only logic paves the way for progress. Albert Einstein and the theory of relativity. Einstein himself attributed his groundbreaking theories to intuitive thought processes and imagination. His ability to visualize experiments and outcomes in his mind's eye played a crucial role in revolutionizing physics. Steve Jobs and the iPhone revolution. Steve Jobs was known for his uncanny ability to anticipate consumer needs. His product design philosophy at Apple was heavily influenced by an intuitive grasp of aesthetics and user experience, often defying market research and leading to groundbreaking products like the iPhone. Chapter 3. The Hidden Wisdom of Emotions, Unlocking Personal and Spiritual Growth. Logic may reign supreme in traditional models of intelligence, but a new contender is rising: emotional intelligence, EQ. Defined as the ability to perceive, control, and evaluate emotions, EQ is rapidly gaining recognition as a vital force in personal development and spiritual growth. Beyond logic. A holistic approach to intelligence. Unlike the cold, analytical approach of traditional intelligence, IQ, EQ offers a pathway to understanding ourselves and others that embraces the full spectrum of human experience. Empathy, emotional awareness, and the ability to manage interpersonal relationships judiciously become central to this broader perspective on intelligence. Think of it this way. IQ might tell you how to solve a complex math problem, but EQ helps you understand the impact of your solution on others, ensuring it's not just technically sound but also emotionally intelligent. This shift challenges the conventional overemphasis on cognitive abilities. It presents a holistic approach that integrates emotions and spiritual dimensions into the tapestry of human experience. The Rise of EQ, Daniel Goleman, and the Power of Emotional Quotient. The concept of EQ surged in popularity during the 1990s thanks to psychologist Daniel Goleman. He argued that EQ, or emotional quotient, might be as important, if not more so, than IQ in determining personal success and professional achievement. Goleman's research suggested that individuals with high EQ are better equipped to navigate the complexities of social interaction and lead more fulfilling lives. They are more adaptable to change, resilient in the face of adversity, and possess the crucial ability to turn intention into action. These are all key attributes not just for personal success, but also for deeper spiritual well-being. The cornerstone of EQ, recognizing your emotions and the emotions of others. The foundation of emotional intelligence lies in recognizing your own emotions and those of others. This awareness empowers individuals to manage their reactions effectively, navigate social complexities with grace, and make positive choices. Emotionally intelligent individuals are masters at identifying and using emotional information as a guide for thinking and behavior. They integrate feelings with reason, creating a powerful synergy that enhances understanding and decision-making. EQ, the key to personal and spiritual growth. In the context of personal and spiritual growth, emotional intelligence facilitates a deeper connection with the inner self and with others. It allows individuals to confront and process emotional pain, transcend personal limitations, and cultivate virtues like compassion, patience, and tolerance. These are essential qualities for anyone seeking to grow spiritually, as they closely align with the principles taught in various spiritual traditions across the world. EQ and spiritual practices. Cultivating inner peace and empathy. Emotional intelligence plays a crucial role in meditation and mindfulness practices, often used as tools for spiritual development. By cultivating an acute awareness of one's emotional state, individuals can better manage stress, reduce anxiety, and foster a state of inner peace. These practices not only improve emotional regulation, but also enhance one's capacity for empathy and compassion, qualities fundamental to any spiritual path. EQ, building stronger relationships, a cornerstone of spiritual fulfillment. Emotional intelligence equips individuals with the tools to forge deeper, more meaningful relationships, a key aspect of both personal happiness and spiritual fulfillment. The ability to empathize with others, see the world from their perspective, and engage with them without judgment is central to building community and understanding. This is a vital part of many spiritual practices. EQ, the foundation for a connected and compassionate life. Thus, emotional intelligence is not just an add-on to spiritual and personal growth. It's a foundational element. It enriches the human experience and expands the capacity for understanding and interacting with the world in a more connected, compassionate, and reflective manner. In doing so, it opens up new avenues for exploring and expressing one's spirituality, suggesting that the journey toward enlightenment is as much about understanding and managing our emotions as it is about transcending them. Examples of emotions guiding decisions. Traditionally, logic has dominated the decision-making process. However, the role of emotions is increasingly recognized as not just influential but essential. Emotions are far from being mere irrational responses. They play a critical role in our cognitive functions, influencing our choices and actions in profound ways. Take Steve Jobs' intuition about user preferences, for example. It led to the iPhone, a device that fundamentally changed the way we interact with technology and each other. His emotional intelligence, alongside logic and technical expertise, played a crucial role in this groundbreaking innovation. The medical field also provides compelling examples. Dr. Barry Marshall's hypothesis that bacteria caused ulcers defied prevailing medical doctrine. Relying on his intuition and a series of unconventional experiments, he not only proved his theory, but also revolutionized the treatment of stomach ulcers, saving millions of lives. Chapter 4. Bridging the Divide. Techniques for balancing logic and intuition. Logic and intuition, two powerful forces shaping our decisions and experiences. But a life guided solely by one or the other can leave us feeling incomplete. The key lies in achieving a harmonious integration, leveraging the strengths of both for well-rounded choices and a fulfilling life. Emotions. The compass of values in decision-making. Emotions play a crucial role beyond simply clouding judgment. They act as a compass, guiding us to prioritize options that align with our core values. This is particularly evident in moral and ethical dilemmas. Logical reasoning can outline the consequences of various actions, but emotions help us weigh them based on what we fundamentally care about. Imagine a difficult decision in a relationship. Loyalty, an emotional pull, might trump a seemingly logical breakup. In a professional setting, a strong sense of justice might lead someone to blow the whistle on unethical practices despite potential personal repercussions. Emotions don't cloud judgment. They shape it based on our values. The emotional advantage. From consumers to leaders, the influence of emotions extends beyond personal choices. Marketing experts understand the power of emotional appeal in influencing buying decisions. Brands use emotional advertising to connect with consumers on a personal level, influencing choices not through product specs, but through the feelings associated with the brand. This strategy highlights how emotions can guide decisions in ways pure logic cannot. Effective leadership also hinges on emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage both your own emotions and those of others. Leaders who can navigate the emotional landscape of their teams create a work environment that respects diverse emotional perspectives. This fosters team cohesion, morale, and ultimately, better problem-solving and innovation as team members feel valued and understood. Beyond the personal. Emotions shaping our world. The role of emotions extends beyond the personal to the collective and organizational levels, influencing a wide range of traditionally logic-driven domains. Recognizing the value of emotions in our cognitive processes doesn't undermine logic. It complements it, offering a more well-rounded approach to decision-making. This balanced view sees emotions and logic as co-pilots navigating the complex landscape of human choices and behaviors. Techniques for everyday harmony. So, how do we achieve this balance in our daily lives? Here are some techniques to integrate rational thought and intuitive feelings. Mindfulness. Be present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. This allows you to recognize intuitive feelings as they arise and consider them alongside logical analysis. Pay attention to both the mind's arguments and your gut's subtle cues for more informed decisions. Decision journaling. Record the outcomes of decisions where you considered both intuition and logic. Assess the effectiveness of your intuitive insights over time. This not only improves your ability to recognize and trust your intuition, but also refines your decision-making process by identifying when intuition leads to success and when it doesn't. Emotional awareness. By becoming more attuned to your emotions, you can better understand the sources of your intuitive feelings and how they might be coloring your rational thoughts. Techniques like emotional labeling, naming your emotions, can help manage them effectively, ensuring decisions are informed by a clear understanding of your feelings. Dialogue and collaboration. Discussing your thoughts and feelings with others can provide new perspectives that neither pure logic nor solitary intuition might offer. Collaboration brings diverse viewpoints to the table, enhancing the decision-making process by incorporating multiple forms of wisdom. This is particularly valuable in professional settings where complex problems require both cold, hard facts and creative insights. Reflective time. Set aside time to reflect on important decisions. Weigh the pros and cons, logic, and meditate on how each option feels, intuition, This deliberate reflection prevents hasty decisions and allows both the rational mind and the intuitive heart to contribute to the process. By integrating these techniques, we can navigate life with a balanced approach. Rational thought and intuitive feelings work in concert, leading to not only effective decision-making, but also a more fulfilling and integrated life experience. Case studies. When logic and intuition collide. History offers compelling case studies of successful integration of intuition and logic. These examples, spanning business, science, and emergency response, showcase how this balance can lead to exceptional outcomes. One such case study is the Apollo 13 mission. Faced with a critical situation after an oxygen tank explosion, the command staff had to make quick, effective decisions to bring the astronauts safely home. Chapter 5. Transcending the Mind, Exploring Practices that Push the Boundaries of Thought. Our cognitive abilities are remarkable, but sometimes they can limit us. This chapter delves into practices that help us transcend traditional ways of thinking and experiencing the world, opening doors to deeper understanding and insights beyond the reach of pure logic. Going beyond logic. Practices for a broader perspective. These practices invite us to connect with our inner selves and grapple with life's mysteries in ways that traditional logic cannot. Meditation stands out as one of the most effective tools for transcending cognitive boundaries. Meditation. Quieting the mind for profound insights. By encouraging practitioners to quiet their minds, focus on the present, and observe thoughts without judgment, meditation creates a fertile ground for profound insights and clarity to emerge. As the mental chatter quiets, deeper, more intuitive thoughts can surface. Research even suggests that regular meditation can physically alter the brain, increasing areas associated with attention, introspection, and sensory processing. This structural change not only enhances cognitive flexibility, but also allows individuals to perceive and interact with the world in richer and more nuanced ways. Psychedelics. A different look at reality with caution. The use of psychedelics under controlled and safe conditions is another area of exploration for those seeking to transcend cognitive boundaries. Substances like psilocybin, found in magic mushrooms, have been shown to decrease activity in the brain's default mode network, which is associated with self-referential thoughts and our sense of identity. This decrease can lead to a temporary dissolution of the ego, providing users with a unique perspective on their lives and problems. This often results in insightful revelations about personal patterns and behaviors that feel as though they transcend ordinary thought processes. It's important to remember that psychedelics are powerful substances and should only be used under the guidance of a qualified professional. Journaling. Unveiling the subconscious. A more accessible practice for everyday transcendence is journaling. This simple act of writing without censorship allows individuals to explore their thoughts and feelings more deeply. Bypassing the dominance of the logical mind, journaling can uncover new insights about subconscious motives and desires. This can lead to a greater understanding of personal issues and a clearer sense of direction in life. Art and nature. Fueling creativity and connection. Engaging with art and nature provides another avenue for transcending cognitive boundaries. Both environments stimulate the senses and emotions in ways that our typical day-to-day activities don't. Immersing oneself in art or nature can induce a state of flow and presence, leading to epiphanies and a heightened feeling of connection with the external world. These experiences offer a respite from the constant logical processing of everyday life, instead providing a direct and unmediated experience of beauty and wonder. Yoga. A union of body, mind, and spirit. Yoga, combining physical postures, breath work, and meditation, promotes a union of body, mind, and spirit. This holistic approach can lead to an expanded state of consciousness where the limitations of the rational mind are transcended. Regular yoga practice cultivates a heightened awareness of the body's sensations and the flow of thoughts, contributing to a deeper sense of inner peace and clarity. The benefits of mindfulness and meditation. Overcoming logical limitations. Mindfulness and meditation are often seen as techniques to reduce stress, but their benefits go far beyond relaxation. They directly address the limitations of overly logical thinking, cultivating a broader, more adaptive approach to life. Present moment awareness. The antidote to overthinking. By focusing on the present moment, mindfulness encourages us to fully experience each passing second without judgment or distraction. This counteracts the logical mind's tendency to get stuck, rehashing the past or anxiously projecting into the future. Present moment awareness leads to a reduction in stress and anxiety as we learn to live life as it unfolds rather than being trapped in worries that are often just mental projections. Neuroscientific evidence. Mindfulness reshapes the brain. Research supports this shift. Mindfulness practice has been shown to alter brain regions involved in attention and emotional regulation. This promotes greater calmness, focus, and the ability to manage stressful situations more effectively. Meditation. Observing thoughts for increased clarity. Meditation, especially mindfulness meditation, strengthens our ability to observe our thoughts and emotions without becoming overly attached to them. This objective stance is a powerful tool for mental clarity. Rather than getting swept away by emotions or rigid thought patterns, we can recognize them for what they are. Passing mental events. This creates a distance from our thoughts, allowing us to challenge and ultimately change unhelpful patterns. We can begin questioning the validity of anxious spirals, limiting beliefs, or overreactions fueled by our logical mind alone. This opens doors to new ways of perceiving and interacting with the world. The scientific perspective. Meditation's impact on cognitive processes. Neuroscience backs up these observed effects. Studies show that regular meditation practice can increase the volume of brain regions associated with self-awareness, empathy, and emotional regulation. Conversely, it can decrease the size and activity of the amygdala, the part of the brain linked to fear and stress reactions. These changes translate to improved emotional balance, enhanced self-understanding, and less reactivity, even in challenging situations. The broader picture. Unlocking a holistic way of knowing. Mindfulness, along with practices like psychedelics, used carefully, journaling, engaging with art and nature and yoga, help us tap into different aspects of our human experience. These practices invite us to go beyond conventional, logic-driven thought patterns and explore new realms of understanding. They offer pathways to personal growth, greater spiritual insight, and, crucially, tools to navigate life's complexities in a way that transcends the limitations of pure logic. In summary, mindfulness and meditation aren't just about feeling good in the moment. They are transformative practices that reshape our brains, enhance our relationship with our thoughts and emotions, and ultimately expand our cognitive toolkit. By fostering a grounded, intuitive, and compassionate approach to life, they complement our logical abilities and help us thrive on both a personal and a global level. Chapter 6. The Spiritual Dimensions of Non-Logic. This chapter explores the rich tapestry of spiritual traditions and personal experiences that highlight the limitations of logic and offer alternative paths to knowledge and understanding. 6.1 Spiritual Traditions. Embracing the Beyond. Throughout history, spiritual traditions across the globe have emphasized that pure logic has its limits. They advocate for approaches to knowledge and existence that transcend conventional intellectual frameworks. These traditions offer profound insights into the nature of reality, human consciousness, and the interconnectedness of all life. Often, their methodologies encourage direct experience, intuition, and transcendent states of awareness. Hinduism. Advaita Vedanta and the oneness of all. Advaita Vedanta, a school of Hindu philosophy, provides a clear example of moving beyond logic. It teaches that the ultimate reality is Brahman, an infinite and unchanging presence that forms the essence of every living thing and object. Understanding and experiencing this oneness between the self and the universe cannot be fully achieved through intellectual reasoning alone. Instead, it requires a direct experience of unity, often cultivated through meditation and self-inquiry. Sufism, the whirling dervishes and divine ecstasy. Sufism, the mystical branch of Islam, emphasizes the importance of personal experience with the divine, an experience that transcends the confines of rationality. Sufi practices include the use of poetry, music, and dance, such as the whirling movements performed by the dervishes. These practices are designed to induce states of spiritual ecstasy and a profound, experiential understanding of God's love. They highlight the belief that the divine reality is too vast and deep to be fully grasped by the human intellect alone. It must be experienced through the heart and soul. Zen Buddhism and the koan. Paradoxical pathways. In Buddhism, particularly the Zen tradition, the use of koans directly challenges logical thinking. Koans are paradoxical questions or statements meant to be pondered upon during meditation, such as the famous, "What is the sound of one hand clapping?" The purpose of these koans is not to elicit a logical answer, but to exhaust the rational mind, thereby opening the way for direct insight or enlightenment that transcends ordinary thought processes. Christian mysticism. The limits of language. The Christian mystical tradition also offers a rich vein of thought that transcends logic. Mystics like Meister Eckhart and St. John of the Cross wrote about experiences of God that go beyond human understanding, experiences they described through paradoxes and negations. These writings suggest that the essence of God is something that can never be fully articulated by human language or comprehended by rational thought, pointing instead to a direct mystical experience of the divine. These spiritual traditions all acknowledge the limitations of logic and propose alternative paths to understanding and wisdom that involve the transformation of consciousness. They teach us that while rational thought is valuable for many aspects of life, there is a deeper level of understanding that involves a direct, experiential, often ineffable, knowledge of the divine and the interconnectedness of all existence. This knowledge is vital for those on a spiritual path, as it provides a fuller, more comprehensive approach to understanding the mysteries of life and the universe. 6.2 Personal Stories of Awakening. Beyond the logical. Spiritual awakenings often transcend the conventional pathways of logical reasoning, offering transformative experiences that redefine one's understanding of self and the universe. These awakenings can occur through various non-logical means, such as profound personal crises, encounters with nature, deep meditation, or unexpected moments of insight. The stories of individuals who have experienced these awakenings provide not only evidence of the power of such experiences, but also insight into the diverse ways in which they can occur. Dr. Eben Alexander's near-death experience. Dr. Eben Alexander, a neurosurgeon, experienced a profound near-death experience, NDE, while suffering from a severe case of bacterial meningitis. In his book, Proof of Heaven, he describes entering a state of hyper-awareness, encountering an expansive dark space he later referred to as the core, which was filled with an orb of light. Despite his scientific background, which had previously led him to dismiss NDEs as brain-based phenomena, his experience defied his medical understanding. He encountered an unconditional love and a communication with a higher form of consciousness, fundamentally changing his views on the nature of reality, consciousness, and the brain's relationship to the soul. Chapter 7. Universal Wisdom Through Stories. While logic plays a crucial role in our lives, it's not the only key to unlocking the mysteries of existence. This chapter explores how stories, both mythological and modern, serve as powerful tools for transmitting wisdom and fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves, our relationships, and the universe. These narratives often transcend the limitations of logic, inviting us to consider alternative ways of knowing and experiencing the world. 7.1 Myths and Legends. Timeless Lessons. Mythology, with its rich tapestry of stories passed down through generations, offers a treasure trove of insights that go beyond the realm of pure logic. These narratives often serve as vehicles for imparting universal truths about human nature, the complexities of life, and our place in the cosmos. The myth of Icarus. A cautionary tale of hubris. The Greek myth of Icarus exemplifies this beautifully. Icarus and his father, Daedalus, attempt to escape Crete using wings crafted from feathers and wax. Daedalus warns Icarus not to fly too close to the sun or the sea, emphasizing the importance of balance and moderation. However, Icarus, consumed by the thrill of flight, ignores his father's warnings and ascends too high. The sun melts the wax in his wings, causing him to plummet to his death. This myth serves as a cautionary tale against the dangers of hubris and the limitations of human reason. It highlights the value of wisdom and balance, reminding us that over-reliance on logic and disregard for natural limitations can lead to disaster. 7.2 Modern Narratives. Exploring the depths of reality. Modern stories, through film, literature, and other mediums, continue the tradition of exploring themes beyond the reach of logic. These narratives can challenge our perception of reality, prompt us to question our assumptions, and offer fresh perspectives on the human condition. Inception. Delving into the labyrinthine mind. The film Inception takes viewers on a captivating journey into the complexities of the human mind, blurring the lines between reality and illusion. By delving into the subconscious and showcasing its power to influence and distort our understanding of the world, the film challenges the viewer to question the reliability of their own perceptions. The narrative's core concept, a dream within a dream, pushes the boundaries of logic, prompting us to consider the possibility that our logical constructs of the world may be insufficient to capture the full depth of human experience. Siddhartha. A Quest for Enlightenment. Hermann Hesse's novel, Siddhartha, follows the life journey of a man seeking meaning and spiritual fulfillment. Throughout his quest, Siddhartha encounters various philosophical teachings, each offering a logical explanation of the world. However, it is not through these doctrines that he finds enlightenment, but rather through his direct experiences, interactions with others, and immersion in the natural world. The story underscores the importance of personal experience as a source of wisdom, suggesting that true understanding often transcends the limitations of formal logical structures. These examples, both from mythology and contemporary narratives, illustrate that logic, while valuable, has its limits. There are realms of understanding and experience that it cannot fully grasp. These stories encourage us to embrace intuition, emotion, and experiential knowledge as essential components of wisdom. By engaging with these narratives, we cultivate a more nuanced and multifaceted understanding of life, appreciating its depth and complexity in ways that logic alone cannot provide. Storytelling. A bridge to a deeper understanding. Storytelling holds a unique power to bridge the gap between the logical and the mystical, connecting us to profound truths about life and the human spirit. Through stories, we can explore intricate themes like identity, purpose, and interconnectedness in a way that factual discourse often struggles to achieve. Stories allow us to engage with emotions, grapple with challenging questions, and gain fresh perspectives on ourselves and the world around us. They provide a safe space to explore the unknown and contemplate the mysteries of existence, fostering a deeper understanding of life and spirit. The power of stories. A journey beyond logic. Stories, both ancient and modern, hold a captivating power. They weave together emotional resonance and metaphorical depth, engaging not just our minds, but also our hearts. This allows us to gain a profound understanding of the human condition and the spiritual journeys we embark on throughout life. One of the key ways stories achieve this is by igniting our imagination. As we listen or read, we are invited to step into the shoes of the characters, experiencing their emotions and navigating the situations they encounter. This imaginative leap fosters empathy and understanding. We begin to see the world through another's eyes, gaining insights into realities far removed from our own. This is particularly evident in narratives that explore spiritual awakening or deep personal transformation. The protagonist's journey becomes a mirror reflecting our own spiritual and emotional quests. We witness their struggles, triumphs, and the transformative power of their experiences. These stories offer a glimpse into the possibilities for our own growth and transformation. Stories can also encapsulate profound truths about life through parables and myths. These narratives use symbolic language and actions to convey wisdom in a way that transcends literal understanding. Consider the parables found in religious texts like the Bible or the Bhagavad Gita. These simple yet profound stories impart ethical teachings and spiritual wisdom. They are not meant to be dissected logically, but rather contemplated on a deeper, more intuitive level. Their truths are revealed gradually, often requiring reflection and personal interpretation. This allows them to resonate on multiple levels and across different cultures and backgrounds. In contemporary settings, storytelling is also used as a therapeutic tool in practices like narrative therapy. Here, individuals are encouraged to tell their stories, framing their experiences and perceptions in a coherent narrative they can understand and control. This approach acknowledges the powerful role stories play in shaping our reality and mental health. By crafting narratives that acknowledge challenges and celebrate strengths, individuals can shift their perspectives, fostering healing and growth. Storytelling is not just a solitary pursuit. It's a powerful tool for building social bonds and strengthening cultural identity. Shared stories, whether through readings, performances, or movie nights, create a common space of experience and understanding. This collective engagement with narratives forms a cornerstone of communal rituals in many cultures, serving both to entertain and to teach. In this way, stories reinforce community values and deepen spiritual connections. Ultimately, storytelling transcends the limitations of logic. It offers a holistic view of human experience, integrating emotion, intuition, and spiritual insight. It connects us not only to each other, but also to larger truths about the world and our place within it. Stories teach us about life's complexities and the myriad ways we can interpret and engage with our surroundings. Through them, we access layers of meaning and understanding that enrich our lives and deepen our connections to the spiritual dimensions of existence. The journey beyond logic. As we embark on this exploration, we encounter a profound message. The limits of logic are not the limits of our potential to understand and interact with the world. By embracing a broader spectrum of cognitive abilities, intuition, emotion, and spiritual insight, we enrich our experiences and enhance our capacities to make decisions, solve problems, and connect with others in meaningful ways. This journey takes us through various landscapes of human thought. We explore the pitfalls of relying solely on logic in personal decisions. We witness the power of integrating intuition and logic in complex situations. We discover how emotional intelligence unlocks deeper personal and spiritual growth. We see how ancient spiritual traditions and modern narratives alike encourage us to look beyond the confines of rational thought. Each chapter highlights the value of balancing our cognitive tools. Wisdom often resides not in choosing logic over emotion or intuition over analysis, but in harmonizing these elements to enrich our understanding and actions. Embracing the full spectrum. Reflecting on the insights shared, we recognize the importance of cultivating a flexible and inclusive approach to cognition. This involves not only valuing logical reasoning but also respecting and developing our intuitive and emotional capacities. The stories and examples throughout this discourse remind us that our greatest insights often come from transcending traditional cognitive boundaries, tapping into a deeper well of knowledge that logic alone cannot access. The power of narrative. The narrative itself underscores the power of stories, both mythical and real, to convey truths about the human spirit and the universe that elude logical explanations. These stories connect us to a deeper understanding of life and encourage us to think in ways that are more holistic, empathetic, and open to the mysteries that logic cannot resolve. An invitation to wonder. By offering this synthesis of ideas, this audiobook invites listeners to embrace a renewed sense of wonder and curiosity about the non-logical dimensions of life. It encourages a stance of openness and humility, recognizing that the journey towards understanding is continuous and that the wisdom we seek often lies beyond the visible and the verifiable.